And a very good evening to you. I'm Tyler Peterson. Welcome back to Raimondi Park. It's game 67 of the year. The Ballers, a Pioneer League best 50-16. And they'll play a 6-game series against the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers for the first time this year, home in Oakland. They just came off a 6-game series up in Marysville. They took 5 out of 6. And the final 5 of the 6 against the High Wheelers, a team that Oakland saw last year in Davis, the YOLO High Wheelers, the defending Pioneer League champions, a team that through some 36 games, the Ballers won 19 of those 36 games. They played very close games all last year. They played a really close series as well up in Marysville last week, but it was the Ballers that came up victorious more often than not. So we'll see what response Yuba has. They have slid down the standings here early in the second half at 8-10. They are tied for 6th place in the Pioneer League. It is 4 games out for them in the playoff picture. Oakland, the best team in the second half at 13-5. We're going to pause momentarily as the teams both have now taken the field, or Oakland has anyway. It's time for the singing of the national anthem. The performance of the Star Spangled Banner will be by Juju Williams. So we will send it down to the field. The presentation of the colors as well on the field by, I believe, a gentleman by the name of David Chavez.
It's time for the national Take it away, Juju. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Juju. And maybe Oakland can start the series off with a little bit of good juju. Here's the lineup for the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers tonight, led by their manager, Billy Horton, in his second year, the championship-winning manager from last year. Yuba at 37-29 on the year and 8-10 in this second half. Evan Berkey, a new name to these High Wheelers, who was just acquired from the Billings Mustangs. He'll lead it off at second base. Batting is second is their franchise player, Gio Brusa, at first. The dangerous Bobby Leday at shortstop will hit third. Cuba Bess behind home plate. He will hit fourth. River Orsak in left will hit fifth. Cooper Hext in center. He'll hit sixth. And a final three of Connor Denning, also a former Mustang, at third. Kirkland Banks, the designated hitter. And Randy Flores, another new Yuba Sutter high wheeler. He is in right. They'll face Noah Milliken. Noah, a team-leading low 2.01 ERA. He just beat the high wheelers on the 30th of July. 8 1/3 innings pitched, the most ever for any Oakland baller in a single start, allowing just one unearned run. He allowed one hit in the game. He walked 2, and he struck out 11. That may not get him Pioneer League Pitcher of the Week, unfortunately, because Mr. Beard up in Missoula had a complete game shutout on a one-hitter. So maybe the only week of the year, I should say, where Milliken may not get Pioneer League Pitcher of the Week. My vote is still for him. The lineup, or the defensive alignment for Oakland, it's Best in left. Welcome back, Tyler Best, to the confines of Raimondi Park. Gerald Buggs in center, and Davis Druick in right. Jake Allgaier at third. Tremaine Cobb at short. Daniel Harris the fourth at second. Christian Almanza at first. And Dylan Tatum behind the plate. Your umpires tonight, it's Alan Walker behind home. Grant Myers at first. And Ricardo Rodriguez at third. So standing in is Evan Berkey. It's the Road Grays for the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers and the Home Creams for the Oakland Ballers. Milliken's first pitch on its way. It's a fastball called for a strike on the outside corner. And we are underway at 6:37 p.m. Milliken, so adept in his first professional season at that strike one. The ball is now fouled down the left field line, a quick 0-2. The sinker both comes in on righties and backdoors righties. It's a pitch that he has used to the tune of 7 walks and 50 strikeouts. The 0-2 on its way. Berkey, a half swing. Does he go? Absolutely, says Alan Walker. It's strikeout number 1 for Milliken. 12 Ks against Colorado Springs on the 24th. 11 strikeouts in his last start. And the first batter he faces here also gone via the strikeouts. That'll bring up Gio Brusa. A 65-degree first pitch. Still a good amount of sunlight. Brusa, the veteran, 21 home runs, 70 RBI for him. He's batting .329. The first pitch is a strike on the high outside corner. It's 0-1. Just underway from Raimondi Park. The first game of 6 against Yuba, and the 7th of 12 straight. And now a sinker that's high and outside. It's ball 1, 1-1. One away, bases are empty. Brusa takes high and outside. Brusa, the longtime San Francisco Giants farmhand. Ground ball toward Harris on 2 hops. He throws to Almanza in time for out number 2. Bobby Leday, 327 for Leday, 7 home runs and 46 driven in. Here's Milliken. First pitch, a big swing and a miss at that curveball from Milliken. It's 0-1. We know how dangerous he can be. Of course, this is the man who won the Pioneer League last year, you could say. Another big swing and a miss on a curveball, and it's a quick 0-2. Milliken peers in, now comes set. The high kick and the pitch. It's another curveball, and again, swung on and missed. A 1-2-3, top of the first for Noah Milliken, and we head to the bottom of the inning. No score. Just underway on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM. The Answer, no score. Tyler Peterson with you in the bottom of the first. Here's the lineup for the Oakland Ballers tonight. Tremaine Cobb Jr. leads things off at short, followed by Jake Allgaier at third. Christian Almanza, the first baseman, bats third. Danny Harris, the fourth. He'll bat fourth, and number 4, Harris, the fourth, will be at position 4, which, of course, is second base. Cam Buford, the DH, bats 5th. Dylan Tatum, the catcher, hits 6th. Tyler Best, in his Oakland return, is in left field. Davis Druick in right, and Darrell Buggs in center field. He will bat 9th. On the mound is Brett Wozniak, a 5-2 record for the lefty, a 3.38 ERA. 66 2/3 innings. He is allowed 77 hits. A 294 batting average, does not walk a ton. And so some pretty good success for the Pioneer League's second best pitching staff. Cobb stands in against the lefty Wozniak. From the windup, the first pitch to Cobb is a breaking ball in for strike 1. Cobb, second best hitter on this Oakland squad at 336. 6 home runs, 35 driven in. The 0-1 is a fastball at the knees for a called strike 2. Wozniak from the windup. The pitch to Cobb is just a touch outside. One-two on its way. He takes low again. 2-2. An appeal to first. Grant Myers says no swing. No score in the ballgame here in the bottom of the first. Cobb off the hands behind first and out of play as it falls just a foot shy of the warning track down the right field line. Leday, or rather Brusa at first, nearly had a shot at getting to that. The defense, Orsak, Hexton, Flores in the outfield left to right. Denning, Leday, Berkey, and Brusa on the infield left to right. And behind the plate is Cuba Bess as Cobb takes strike 3 called on the outside. And there goes the first man for Oakland in the first. That'll bring up Jake Allgaier, who is swinging a pretty hot bat since coming to Oakland. This is already his 15th game as a baller. 14 hits in that time, He's driven in 4. He scored 8 runs, and he's played one heck of a third base. First pitch fastball off the plates from Wozniak, and it's 1-0. A 1-0 is a ground ball past the dive of the third baseman, past the dive of the shortstop Leday. It's into left field, and the switch hitting Allgaier is on with a single with 1 out in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Christian Almanza, a record setter last week. A new franchise record for RBI, 73 of them, and he's tied for the franchise record in home runs. First pitch is a called strike. Wozniak to the plate. Almanza swings, pops it up, hits it behind home plate. It was Noah Martinez who had 21 home runs in the 2024 season. Most of those home runs, of course, coming in the second half when he had his big run. The 0-2, Almanza takes high. As for the RBI, both Martinez and Dondre Hubbard had 71 driven in, and Almanza, who has played every day, or nearly every day, I should say, has hit that mark and now gone past it. The next pitch is a slider just off the plate. A nice take from Almanza. It's 1-2. Allgaier, a good lead at first. The pitch from Wozniak comes inside, and Almanza hits it foul. Runner at first, 1 away. Here in the bottom of the first. A throw over, Allgaier gets back. Two steals already for Allgaier in his Ballers career. Almanza takes a fastball inside. 2-2 now, the count evens. So one more home run for Almanza, and he'll have that record as well. Wozniak to the plate. Almanza takes off the plate. And is that, excuse me, that's ball 4, not ball 3. That's a walk. So Almanza heads down to first, and that'll bring up Daniel Harris. So 2 men on now for Oakland here in the bottom of the first. For those watching on our Flow broadcast, we apologize if the score bug is not working. We are attempting to fix that. Harris at 309, 9 home runs, 59 driven in as he sends a ball deep down the right field line, and that will get out of play. The first game back for Oakland in a week, and they only needed to take a bus on their most recent trip. Did not have to fly anywhere as they had to do quite a bit in the first half. Just one more flight for Oakland before the playoffs, and that will be to Rocky Mountain next week. The 0-1 to Harris. He swings and misses at the high fastball. It's 0-2. 87 above the zone, and of course quite a bit of a tempting pitch when you see it come in like that. Another righty in Buford on deck. Defense playing behind the runners. Allgaier at second, Almanza at first. Wozniak throws, and it's swung on and missed. Climbed the ladder even higher on Harris, and he obliges. 2 strikeouts for Wozniak, 2 outs. The Ballers do have their first hit of the game. That was the Allgaier single. They're trying to bring in their first run here in the bottom of the first. Buford, the hands high over the head, swings and sends a ball to right field, somewhat shallow. Here comes the new man Flores in. He is underneath it. He makes the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 men left on base. After 1, we are scoreless on 860 AM, The Answer. Vince, could you give me a 1:30 next break? Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM. The Answer. Tyler Peterson with you here in the top of the second. And something new for me, I am going to throw some BART trains out of this window. Who wants one? Who wants one? Who wants one? We're going to throw some more out. One more? Who wants one? All right. Well, I appreciate that, Casey. Taking a page out of Dallas Braden and Chris Carey, I suppose. Top of the second, Cuba Bess to lead it off against Noah Milliken. River Orsak and Cooper Hext. Fairly dangerous three. Cuba Bess having quite the year in his rookie season. 20 big flies and a team leading 78 RBI. For a man who moves around the diamond a little bit, but a guy who can catch, that's a guy that you love to see put up a 20 home run season and counting. The first pitch, a touch low. The next one on its way, sinker. That one catches the outside corner. It's 0-1, or 1-1, excuse me. Milliken set from the stretch. That's where he always is. Now a ground ball hit to Harris. He rounds out this one on the third hop and throws it over to first. That's a nice play from Harris, who had to get the short hop on the up hop rather than the down hop, and just did get there in time for out number one. That'll bring up River Orsak. So a 4-3 ground out, another ground out to Harris, I should say. And the team leader in batting average, River Orsak, at .349. First pitch hit out of play. It's 0-1. A couple members of this High Wheelers team that I think reclamation project would be a wrong term to use, but guys who may have failed in other spots in the Pioneer League and have had big success in Yuba this year. Orsak, formerly of the Range Riders, he taps one back to Milliken. His throw to first, easily in time. It's a 1-3 putout, and there's two away. That'll bring up Cooper Hext. Hext at .325. 13 bombs, 62 RBI, left-handed hitting center fielder. Milliken from the stretch, and the first pitch to Hext is taken at the top of the zone for strike one. The high sinker that time from Noah Milliken. No score here in the top of inning two. The 0-1 pitch. Hext hits it out of play. It's 0-2. Did we hit a car on 20th Street? Hext is the beer batter, so the fans a little bit more into this two-strike pitch. Milliken is set. Here it is. It's a sinker high and away at 90. He's set once more. It's a 1-2. Tatum sets up right down the heart of the plate, and that spins outside. That was the changeup that time, it appeared. The circle change from Milliken. Same action as that sinker, but dipping anywhere from 5 to 7 mile an hour slower. Now a 2-2. Pitch on its way. The big curveball swung on and missed. And get ready, Miles. They're coming to a food and beverage spot near you. Third K for Noah Milliken. Sets down Yuba in order in the second. And we head to the bottom of the inning. No score on 860 AM, The Answer.
Welcome back to Raimondi Park. We are scoreless in the bottom of the second. Dylan Tatum up to the plate, takes a strike down the middle. 0-1 is the count. And here is Tyler Peterson.
That wasn't 2 minutes. Come on. Here's the next pitch of Tatum. It is low, 1-2. No, I was just kidding. The clock is supposed to be 2:15 between batters, and I mistimed how long I thought it would take to do that bathroom run. What did you have me at? No, Ben? Okay. 2-2. Tatum fouls it, or flies it, I should say, down the right field line. Over, making the catch is Flores for the F9. I thought for sure I'd be able to do that in 1:30. I guess it wasn't even 2:15. We're playing in the bottom of inning 2. Tyler Best up at the dish now in his first Oakland at back as an Oakland baller. The first pitch to Best. He swings and lines one over the glove of the third baseman. It's a base hit for Tyler Best. On one hop, Denning tried to olay it and came up empty. So Bestie, who had a game a couple days ago where he had a hit and 3 walks, is on base again, and he's actually only played one team in his entire career. I believe it's the Yellow High Wheelers the entire time, going back to last year as well. Davis Druick swings, hits a ball to center field, fairly deep. Back is Hext. He looks up, and that baby is gone. A line drive home run straight over that field work sign in center field, and it's 2-0 Oakland. And Davis Druick, let's get that guy hot again. That is his 13th big fly of the year. 2-0 Oakland. And that'll bring up Daryl Buggs. Boy, he got a pitch at 82 right down the middle of the zone, and he sent that out 395 feet. Buggs takes a strike. It's a team that lives by the home run but does not die by the home run. Buggs fouls that off. But Druick, who had such a torrid first half, would love to see him really get going again. The 1-1 to Buggs, he fouls that away. Tyler Best picks up already his third Oakland run in 3 games. One-two. Wozniak to the plate. Buggs hits a ball to center field. This will chase back Hext a few steps. He turns, he reaches up and makes the catch for the second out. That'll bring up the top of the order in Tremaine Cobb Jr. Cobb struck out looking in his first at bat. Here he takes a fastball high. This pitch is popped up into center field. Out is Berkey with his back to the infield. He will reach out and make the catch. Oh, he was drifting, and I did not believe he was going to finally make that play, but he did. And the inning is over. It's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Davis Druick, a big fly, breaking a 1 for 26 that he was on over his last 7 games. 2-0 Oakland as we head to the third on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM, The Answer. Tyler Peterson with you on 860 AM, The Answer, and only Tyler Peterson, as Nevada Cullen is on assignment, but he is also still working because he is texting me when I believe his time should be better spent with his fiance. So, Hallie, I know that he's listening to this game right now when I'm sure he has better things to do. But we do appreciate him checking in and making this a professional broadcast for me, because the plates that I am spinning on the other side without him, none of them have broke yet, but we've gotten close here. Here is Denning. Denning banks Flores to face Milliken. The first pitch sinker is high for ball 1. 2-0 Oakland here in the third. A ground ball foul. Denning hitting from the left side. 4 home runs for him, 24 driven in, a batting average of .250. Let's talk about Orsak being a former range rider. Denning, a former Mustang. Berkey, a former Mustang. So he takes a high strike now. It's 1-2. They've just added Zach Volker in a trade with Great Falls. There were 5 different moves made by this High Wheelers team, maybe in response to Oakland taking 5 out of 6 from the previous series. The 1-2 from Milliken, the curveball just outside. And do we have a challenge from Dylan Tatum? We do. Did it catch that outside corner? It is confirmed a ball. A very close pitch. Well done by our TrackMan operator, Max. It's a 2-2 count. So Oakland loses its first challenge. Milliken's next pitch, a ground ball over Milliken into center field. It's a base hit. So the first base runner, the first hits for the High Wheelers in this game thus far. And they'll bring up Kirkland Banks. Now, Kirkland Banks is a good player, but he's got some really good defensive skills today. He's the designated hitter. He shows bunt. He doesn't pull it back. The umpire behind home plate, Alan Walker, says that this is a swing through for Banks, and it's a strike one swinging. It's 0-1. Let's see if Banks squares again. He does not, and it's low. Well, if a guy's going to bluff a bunt, usually he's going to pull it back at the last minute. That time he just held the bat out until the pitch came into the zone. It didn't look like, per se, he bunted through it. Banks takes a sinker inside. It's 2-1. A 2-1 on its way is a curveball. Beauty from Milliken. Banks was diving out of there, and that dove down into the zone. Step off, Milliken's going to throw to second, and he is picked. No, it's a balk. It's a balk by Milliken. Milliken did not disengage properly. It's a balk. So balk issued by Milliken. That erases the pickoff. The next one is a line drive softly into the glove of Allgaier. He'll throw to second, but it's not in time. So Banks will line out. And there's one away. That'll bring up Randy Flores. Flores is a new player from New York, New York. We all know where that is. First pitch is swung on and fouled away. The Evansville Otters were his former team in the Frontier League. Turn and throw back to second. It's not in time, but a close play. Flores was an 8th-round pick by the Angels in 2024 out of Alabama State. He had a pretty big year as well at Alabama State. Played in Inland Empire in 2024 and then spent time with a couple different teams this year. So he takes Hine away. Tri-City and the Complex in the Angels system, and then 3 games with Evansville. Just 6 at-bats, no hits was released. The 1-1 is Hine away as well. It's 2-1. 2-0 Oakland here in the third. A runner is at second with one away. Milliken comes set. And the pitch is high. It's 2-1. Or 3-1, rather. Milliken set. Tall stance on the mound. Now he turns. He throws. It's a line drive into the glove of Cobb. And Denning was headed to third. Cobb will jog to the bag. That's a double play. They couldn't double him up on the line drive for the previous batter, but they do here. No runs, one hit, no errors, none left on. And we head to the bottom of the third. It's still Ballers 2-0 on 860 AM, The Answer. We move on to the bottom of the third inning. It's 2-0. Oakland leads. Noah Milliken allowing just one hit so far, and he has faced the minimum. Allgaier, Almanza, and Harris. Top of the order and top of the alphabet. And I guess not top of the order, but Allgaier is number one alphabetically on this roster. He singled in the first. It was Oakland's first hit. 3 hits for the Ballers so far. Allgaier is a switch hitter, which never hurts. Here's the first pitch. It's swung on and missed. That was a changeup below the zone that Allgaier took a big hack at. 0-1. The 2 runs coming on Davis Druick's 13th home run of the year to deep center field. From the windup, Wozniak to the plate. Fastball is high. And now a 1-2. Allgaier grounds this off his foot. It's foul. It's Bruce Lee night here at the ballpark. And before the game, we had a exhibition of some martial arts moves on the field. 1-2 on its way. Allgaier takes a curveball low, and that is a tough take, darting down below the zone like that. 2-2. The next one from Wozniak is off the plate, 3-2. It's a payoff from Wozniak. The 3-2 on its way is swung on, hit down the right field line, out of play. You want guys who can produce late in the season, and the trade for Allgaier, which now is more than 2 weeks ago, almost, I'd say 3 weeks ago at this point. The 3-2 again is a high chopper toward third. Backing up on it is Denning, and his throw across the diamond is in time for out number 1. But the trade for Allgaier defensively and A little bit with the bat as well has been, so far, 2 big thumbs up. Especially when you don't have to give anything away from your roster like the Ballers did for future considerations or a player to be named later. Now here's Almanza. Still 1 home run away from breaking the home run record. He takes a big swing and a foul ball. It's 0-1. 2-0 Oakland here in the bottom of the third. Bases are empty. 1 away. Almanza takes in the dirt. A lot of lefties in this rotation. You've got Kavanaugh, Madej, Wozniak. Almanza, ground ball off of the chest of Brusa. He'll flip it to the pitcher who covers in time for out number 2 on the 3-1 ground out. The Ballers saw Kavanaugh twice last week. He beat Oakland in Game 1. The Ballers beat him in Game 6, and then they went on to beat both Wozniak and Madej. Madej is another one of those guys who fell out of favor at another Pioneer League club, but has found success here. Madej was with Great Falls. We have not seen the new member from Great Falls, Zach Volker, yet, as Harris lines one in the glove of Leday for the final out of the third. 2-0 Oakland, as we are a third away through our ball game tonight on 860 AM The Answer. Your line score after 3. No runs. 1 hit, no errors for the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers. 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors for the Oakland Ballers. And for your middle 3 innings of play-by-play, it's me. No Nevada this week. Nevada is on assignment in Florida. So you get a ton of Tyler. Milliken, just 1 hit given up. That was to Denning. It was a seeing eye single that chopped over Milliken. And listen, at 6'5", it's a high chopper, all right? Because you're already up about another foot on the mound. So Berkey in his first, I was about to say YOLO, but I didn't. In his first Yuba Sutter at bat, struck out swinging. Really nice year for Berkey as well with Billings. The first pitch, sinker called strike, and he wants the challenge. And it's going to be confirmed a strike. So Yuba, oh, I see that. That time I did say YOLO. Yuba loses its first challenge. Berkey is a third-year player. So this will be his last year in the Pioneer League unless he is franchised. But spent time with Ottawa in 2023. Then split time between Washington and Ottawa last year. In Billings this year, he hit .346 with 11 home runs and 58 RBI. He had a huge year. And so Yuba getting some reinforcements to try to get the second half playoff spot. Big curveball swung on and fouled at the plate. It's 0-2. Berkey, 5'11", 185 from Buffalo, New York. The High Wheelers also traded their 26-man Jaden Drake to another team, which escapes my mind at the moment. But they added a 26-man from the midseason tryout camp as the curveball is just a touch low. Traded him over to Great Falls in the Volker trade. It's a 1-2. Milliken throws, and it's swung on. Flied toward the Ballers' dugout. Will Almanza have a play? No, it's onto the concourse. I believe Aaron Schaefer is the name of the pitcher that they added out of the midseason camp. I could be wrong. It is Aaron Schaefer. All right. I guess I was right. The 1-2 to Berkey. Milliken throws, and it swung on and missed. That was the changeup. And it was a hittable spot, but if you're not expecting it, you're going to strike out. And Berkey has done so for the second time. Milliken, his 4th K of the day. And there's one away here in the 4th. Gio Brusa. Brusa hit into a ground out to Harris in his first at bat, and now he takes a sinker on the outside corner for strike 1. That thing is really spinning from Milliken. Here's the 0-1 on its way now. It swung on, popped up behind home plate. It's a quick 0-2. The 0-2 on its way. Ground ball foul. Still 0-2. Milliken set. Tatum sets up low and in, and the pitch spills outside. 2-0 Oakland on the Davis Druick 2-run home run. Special hello to all of our friends in the YouTube chat. Thanks for chiming in with us. The 1-2 again is a ground ball foul. There's almost nothing I think Gio Brusa hasn't seen in his time. And Brusa, who also went to St. Mary's High School in Stockton, like the Stockton guys on the Ballers roster. He's 32, Gio Brusa is, from Lodi. The 1-2 on its way is swung on and missed. Well, that was the changeup in the dirt. And maybe Brusa hasn't seen one like that. The 5th strikeout for Milliken thus far, 2 away. Now Bobby Leday. First pitch, grounded foul. Well, that was the sinker there, and for a guy that saw 3 straight breaking balls and swung and missed at all 3, to be given a first pitch sinker, I don't know if you expect that at the dish. He struck out to end the first. Milliken to the plate. The 0-1 is swung on, popped up. Milliken has to charge. Tatum says he wants it in foul territory. He makes the catch, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Noah Milliken. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of the 4th we go. It's 2-0 Oakland on 860 AM. The Answer. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Oakland. Tyler Peterson with you here from Raimondi Park, the first of 6 games. 6:35 tomorrow, 6:35 the night after that, 6:35 the night after that, and then a weekend series at 4:35 and 1:05. So we hope if you are not here right now that you can join us at some point this week. So we'd love to see you before the team takes off for Colorado Springs with 6 games against the Rocky Mountain Vibes. The last time the Ballers will leave California until potentially the championship series. Just 30 games left, including tonight. Here's Cam Buford. Cam today flied out to right in his first at bat. Wozniak's first pitch to Buford. He takes a called strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. Speed and power, always a good combo. Buford swings and misses. Very close to the pitch he took for a strike. It's 0-2. Next pitch is a fastball high and outside. 1-2 to Buford. Just 3 hits for Oakland, just 1 for Yuba Sutter. Set up inside as the catcher Bess, and a high deep drive to center. It had the sound, and boy does it have the distance. It is gone. ...391 feet for Cam. His 11th big fly of the year puts Oakland up 3-0. A challenge fastball, and by the looks of TrackMan, I don't know that that could have been more down the middle than it was. A mistake on 2 strikes by Wozniak, and here is Tatum. The first pitch, Tatum off the fists toward Brusa at first. He charges in, he makes the catch on the fly, and there's 1 out. So the previous ball was hit at 104. Tatum's ball was hit at 46. A little bit of difference there. I know Nevada Cullen is always interested in such things. Here's Tyler Best. Bestie, a swing and a miss at the changeup to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He has always had an aggressive swing. It's a regulated swing, not a flat swing, but a straight swing from Best, and that's something that has really done well for him in the short amount of time that he has spent with Oakland. He wears 20. Last year he wore 13, I believe. He had the Ballers' first ever playoff RBI from that first game that Oakland got blown out in Davis. This year, so far, 2 hits in 7 at-bats. Both hits were singles. Pitch on its way to Best. It's a called strike. The 1-2 to Best. It's down and in. Three 0 Oakland after the Buford home run in this inning. The next pitch, low. And Tyler Best will see a full count. A payoff to the right-handed hitting outfielder. Wozniak to the plate, and Best hits a ground ball. Slowly hit. Charging is Denning. Best has speed, and he will not beat it out. Awfully close. But I do think Berkey got him by half a step. 2 away. Now Davis Druick. Druick put the Ballers on the board with a 2-run shot in the second inning. First pitch. Fastball called. Strike 1 at the knees. It's 0-1. And now, is Druick going to get time? I think time was issued. He's sort of stood out and waited while he was talking to Alan Walker. Here comes the 0-1. Druick takes high. It was the first pitch Druick saw that he hit out. 395 feet, I do believe. A line drive to right center. Now a big cut and a miss at a fastball down and in. It's 1-2. The pitch Druick hit was a bit of an off-speed hanger from Wozniak. The next one is a breaking ball down and away. Two and two the count. The next one is a high drive down the right field line. It's deep, but it is very, very foul. Another 2-2. Setting up outside as a catcher. It's a fastball framed right on the outside corner, and Druick is gone looking. So Druick heads back to the dugout with the strikeout looking. It was just on the outside corner. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Ballers add one here in the fourth on the Cam Buford solo shot. 3-0 Oakland on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM The Answer. I'm Tyler Peterson. Nice to be with you, whether you're watching us on Flow Sports, whether you're following along on YouTube, listening on 860 AM The Answer, on 860 AMTheAnswer.com, or other streaming apps. It's time for the question on the answer. So if you are on our YouTube, I want to hear you chime in. I want to know whether you, as we're playing a team with a bike for logo, do you bike? Do you bike race? Do you mountain bike? Do you jet ski? Do you enjoy any of those activities? I want to understand what kind of audience I have. First pitch is high, 1-0. Or are you like me and say, the stationary bike's good enough? Next pitch is outside, 2-0. Yeah, why not, Jesse? Motorcycle, that's perfect. Motorcycle does count as well. Do you ride a motorcycle, or are you just asking the question for the rest of us? Here's a 2-0 on its way to Cuba Bess. A half swing, does he go? No, says Ricardo Rodriguez. I used to have a bike. I'd love to get another. We are giving a bike away tomorrow on our Green Day Legends night on Winning Wednesday, as Bess takes a fastball right down the middle for strike one. You can enter into that drawing if you come to the ballpark, or I even think without coming, you can also enter in. The next pitch is swung on and missed, 3-2. Robert Sullivan used to race mountain bikes in the 90s. Okay. Maybe up near Tahoe, whereabouts? Swing and a miss. From 3-0 to 3-3, Milliken has his 6th K as Bess heads back to the dugout. And that is some Mike Krukow. Grab some pine meat. River Orsak. Jesse Miller, always ride my Enfield 650 to the game. Nice. I don't know what that is. Here's the first pitch on its way to River Orsak. It's outside. The Butts have motorcycles. Very good. Josh wants to know, does big wheel count? Do you mean like a big wheel tricycle like I rode when I was 6? Here's a pop-up. Milliken, Tatum, anyone? No, it'll bounce foul. It's a 1-1 count. Oh, Tahoe, Vacaville, Napa. The biggest was the Sea Otter Classic in Monterey, Robert Sullivan says. I have to say the slopes at North Star without snow, some good mountain biking territory if you still partake. One away here in the 5th. 3-0 lead. Bases are empty. The 1-1 to Orsak is up the middle, and that will sneak through for the second hit for the High Wheelers in this contest. I'll bring up the center fielder, Cooper Hext. Hext struck out swinging in the second, much to the elation of this crowd who ran for some $5 beers. So Allgaier gets pulled in at third in case Hext were to drop one down. Milliken, who was already from the stretch, throws, and the first pitch is a changeup way outside for ball 1. I tried riding one of those penny farthing bicycles last year during the race they have. They are not the least bit easy. The 1-0 is low. It's 2-0. Now, when I see the penny farthing bicycle, my first thought is the 60s television show, The Prisoner. Anyone gets that reference at all, good luck. Here's a 2-0 on its way. Line drive. Harris makes the catch. And not enough time to throw to first. And it's the third line out of the game on the infield for the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up the only other High Wheeler who has a hit in this game. It's Connor Denning. Denning, a left-handed hitter. First pitch, hit to left field. Best freezes. In front of the track, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and the first time today that the High Wheelers have left someone on base. They are now 1 over the minimum for Milliken today. We are through 5. The Ballers lead 3-0 on 860 AM. The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM. The Answer, we'll see 9-1-2 for Oakland. Bugs, Cobb, and Allgaier against Brett Wozniak. It's a 3-0 Oakland lead in the fifth. And we are still on our question on the answer segment. I want to know if you are in our YouTube chat right now. If you're not, get in there. If you're in there at the moment, please let me know. Are you a biker? Are you a motorcyclist? Do you like the old jet ski? Do you ride something? Maybe you're more of a boater. Here's the first pitch to Bugsy. Takes outside. Darryl Buggs, the second, flied out to center field in his lone at bat so far. Swing and a miss on the changeup, 1-1. One vote for jet ski. Kenneth Stiller, I have a friend. The minute I said penny farthing, the first thing I thought of was The Prisoner. Yes, my friend. Of course, the Patrick McGowan series from the late 60s. The 1-1. It's a called strike on the outside. Yes, Jesse, you do have to get a running start. I was in the high wheeler race last year once, and Rachel, who always wins that race, it's fixed. Next pitch is low, 2-2. I could not keep up with her. I was just having trouble just staying up. So they are quite a bit to handle. The 2-2. Next is high, 3-2. And mine, to be fair, was sort of a mini high wheeler. It wasn't the kind where you stand on sort of the back spoke and jump up, not the huge one, but not any more easy. The payoff to Bugs. He swings, hits the ball to center field. This is deep. Moving back is Hext at the middle of center field. He makes the catch down to a knee in the dirt. Where center field comes to a point, Bugs was trying to take on literally the deepest part of the yard. It's a fly out to begin the fifth. Top of the order for Cobb. He is 0 for 2. First pitch, low, 1-0. 3-0 Oakland here in the fifth. 3 runs on 2 home runs. A 2-run shot for Druick, a solo shot by Buford. Now Cobb takes a strike. Belt high fastball at 86. It's 1-1. Ground ball toward third, and it's booted by Denning. That's an error, and it rolls away from him. And Cobb is headed to second. It's a 2-base error on a weak dribbler that I must say Denning maybe had a little bit of a tough time with the setting sun, but a ball that must be made at the professional level, and thus an E5. So a runner at second for Allgaier, and then Almanza. Wozniak comes set. Cobb is going to get a big lead off second. And the first pitch to Allgaier is a changeup at the bottom of the zone for a called strike one. A changeup with some movement on it, and you immediately think about that circle grip when you see something move like that. The 0-1 is a ground ball toward third. Denning will be challenged again. This time he collects, he throws in time for the second out in the fifth. An unproductive out by Allgaier. And that will pass the baton over to Christian Almanza. Almanza today walked and then grounded out pretty sharply to first base. A ball that Brusa initially booted, but then figured out. First pitch is high and in at 89. It's 1-0. He flipped it over to the covering Wozniak for the second out of the third. It's Cobb at second, 2 away here in the bottom of the fifth. 3-0 Oakland. Now Best sets off the plate, and the curveball hits his glove right in the spot that Best set up for, but it is a touch low. And it's 2-0. Now Monza, if he sees a pitch to hit, can take a pretty big swing. Next pitch is high, and Cobb took a secondary and then a tertiary lead out there. And Bess, who mimed a throw back, chased Cobb back to the bag, but it's 3-0 to Almanza. He may not see a strike. They're setting up low and away again. And the fastball is off the plate. It's ball 4. So he takes his second walk of this game. For Christian, 28 walks for him now. That is the 4th highest on the team. Druick, of course, leads this team, and second most, who else but Isai Santos, who just has an eagle eye. Now Santos in the lineup tonight with the lefty. 3 lefties in the rotation for Billy Horton. Here's Harris. 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch to Harris is a ground ball toward third. Berkey on the backhand. He'll go to the bag himself at third. It's in time in front of the sliding Cobb, and the inning is over. A 5 unassisted on the fielder's choice. The Ballers do not score. We head to the 6th. 3-0 Oakland on 860 AM. The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM. The Answer. It's 3-0 Oakland here in the top of inning 6. I'm Tyler Peterson. It's good to be with you. I'll be just me for the next week with Nevada Collin out on assignment, and then just Nevada when the team goes out to Colorado Springs for a 6-game series with the Vibes next week. I will say, between the two of us, though, the 12-game road stand / home stand against the High Wheelers is going to seem a lot more fresh to both of us because Nevada just did the previous 6 in Yuba, and now I'm just doing the 6 in a row here against the High Wheelers. Here's Banks, who showed bunts. The first pitch he saw of the last at bat ended up lining out to Allgaier. The first pitch from Milliken is a fastball high. It's ball 1. No runs on 2 hits and an error for the High Wheelers thus far. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Oakland. A swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt from Noah Milliken. It's 1-1 now to Banks. Banks on the year is at 287. He's homered 3 times. He's knocked in 31. But he's stolen 18 bags and he scored 47 runs, and that's really what he's there for, as the next pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. Banks and then Flores, followed by Berkey. So 8, 9, and 1. Deep breath from Milliken. The next pitch, the sinker, is a touch low. It's 3-1. A smaller zone for Banks, of course, because he only stands at a listed 5'10". It's a heavy listing, I might say. I don't know him that well. The 3-1 is a strike that time. 5'10", 177 from Lake Charles, Louisiana. A good friend of Peyton Hardin, the former baller, who was on the team last year. Would always see the two of them chatting before games. The full count pitch is swung on and grounded foul. breaking ball that may have been a touch low, but Banks couldn't take any risks. It'll be a payoff pitch, and, well, actually, we're still waiting for someone to pick up that foul ball down the line. And now someone from the High Wheelers has. Leadoff man of the 6th for Yuba. Set is Milliken. The 3-2 is swung on, grounded toward first. Almanza drops it, and safe is Banks. It went under his glove. It had a little bit of a spin on it, but it's an E3, and the leadoff man is on for the 2nd time today. So that is just I think the case of a guy who stands at 6'4", reaching all the way to the dirt, and then not securing the ball well enough. So that'll put a little bit of stress on Milliken with a speedy base runner. Not their leader in stolen bases, but a guy who does like to run, as the first pitch to Flores is taken for a called strike 1. So Milliken has induced a lot of ground balls and some soft line drives on the infield. Would Banks run? The 0-1. Sinker is off the plate. It's 1-1. We have not seen anyone steal a base or get thrown out today, but one member, Denning, was balked over when he ran off the bag. The 1-1, Flores takes low. He would have been picked off by Noah Milliken, but his disengagement was not clean. It's a 2-1. Banks is not going, and Flores hits a ball down the line. Fair or foul? It is foul. Not by a ton, and it may have had home run distance. 2-2. You basically have one door's width at the end of foul territory that's still in play, and he only missed that by about 10 feet to the right. It's 2-1. Or excuse me, it's 2-2. Milliken set again. Banks starts and stops, and the curveball is down low. A second straight 3-2 pitch in the inning. Milliken has not walked a batter yet. The 3-2. Here it comes. Flores swings and fouls it back. Just got a piece of the challenge fastball that time. Another payoff upcoming. Well, call it what you want so far. This is one of the better chances of the game thus far for Yuba, just for the fact the leadoff man is on. It's a 3-2. Milliken throws. There goes the runner. This ball is hit to left field. Best is over. Best will make the catch. And now Banks has not retouched second base. And he is going to be out. But he is out. He did not retouch second base. Almanza has to throw to second. And now he does. And now Cobb will touch second base. And he is out. That's a double play. That was Jose Uribe. Banks rounded and did not retouch. That's 7-6-3-6 on the double play. And that was heads up by Ricardo Rodriguez. Two outs. Okay, Jose Uribe is a little bit strong, but still. You get what I'm saying. 2 outs in the inning. First pitch, grounded foul from Berkey. Well, it finally happened that Yuba ran into a double play. But it was on a fly ball to deep left. Here's a high drive to left field. Best is not going to catch this one. Evan Berkey has just given the High Wheelers a run with a solo shot to left field. And that was a hanging curveball that time. One of the few mistakes Milliken has made today. It's 3-1. Here's Gio Brusa. First pitch to Brusa is a ball. 3-1. So Berkey's home run is first. Now a swing and a miss. 1-0. That's not a unearned run, is it? An error in the inning, 2 outs. I don't think it can be. 1-1. Line drive, down the line, fair. Brusa is going to have extra bases. Picking up the ball in the corner is Druick. His throw to second is just late. So Brusa doubles. It was an E3 to begin the inning, but that runner who reached on the air was eliminated on the double play. So I don't think there's any recourse to make any of these runs unearned at this point. So back-to-back extra base hits here in the 6th. It's the first 2 extra base hits of the game. And now here's Bobby Leday. That was a changeup in the bottom of the zone that was hit by Brusa down the line. That was just good placement more than anything else. So it's 3-1 now. Brusa at second and Leday at the dish. Whoa, here comes Aaron Miles. That's it for Milliken. Noah Milliken is out in the 6th. He is not going to let Milliken face Leday, and I did not see this coming. He is going to walk off to applause after 5 2/3 innings of 1-run baseball. We'll take a break. We'll come back on 860 AM The Answer. Well, and what is, I must say, a surprising move, Aaron Miles goes to the bullpen in the 6th. The tying run is at the plate for Yuba in a 3-1 contest. Adam Bogosian is out of the bullpen to face off against Bobby Leday. Adam Bogosian, 2-0 this year, a 4.19 ERA in 20 appearances. He does have 2 saves on the year. 34 1/3 innings, 27 Ks to 8 walks. Batters hitting .289 against him. He is a little bit of a ground ball master, let's say. He replaces Milliken after 5 2/3 innings, allowing 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. So he gets lifted here as Leday comes in. Leday, who struck out and popped out against Milliken. I don't have the pitch count. I do not think it was that high. So Leday, who has just loads of power, will try to load up against Bogosian. Here's the first pitch on its way. It's swung on, hit to center field on a line. Bugs over. He'll play it on a hop. And now it's past Bugs. And Leday will head to second on a double. So no error. It is an RBI for Leday. And I do believe he was making the turn anyway. But that run brought in on the first pitch, 90 miles an hour on the outer half. So an RBI double for Leday. Here's Bess. Now Bess at the plate is the go-ahead run. It's 3-2. And the Highwheelers have now out-hit the Ballers here. The first pitch to Bess. It's a fastball, or rather the changeup that time from Bogosian to begin the at-bat on the outside. It's 3-2. Next pitch, high and away. The 1-1 is swung on, hit down the left field line, curving away from that foul pole and out of play. So it's a little bit of a rough patch here. Both of those runs are going to Milliken's line. 2 runs, both earned. And Bess has to come back to the home plate area. So 1-2 counts to Bess. Bogosian from the stretch. Tatum try to set up low. Pitch on its way is very high at 93. Bit overthrown that time from Bogosian. The runner at second, Leday, that's his. The 2-2 on its way is high as well. That's the slider. A full count with 2 outs. The payoff on its way. Bogosian to the plates. Tying outside for ball 4. And 2 men are on now with 2 outs. I was just with Adam this early afternoon playing with cats and dogs at the Oakland SPCA. They will have a table this Saturday, so come visit them. There are plenty of dogs up for adoption, rabbits up for adoption, and just the sweetest young kittens as well up for adoption, to which Bogo took quite a fancy. The first pitch is a ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit by Orsak. Coming up firing is Druick. And it will come all the way through and past. Bogosian will throw to third. Everyone is safe. That's an error by Druick on the RBI single. This game is tied. Leday comes in. Bess is to third on the E9. So this inning has gone quite badly. The first pitch, down low. It's ball 1. Second is Orsak. Bess at third. Hext, a single, gives the Highwheelers the lead. Ground or fly ball to right. It'll get down in front of Druick. 1 run is in. They're sending the back runner. The throw is through everyone again. Scoring on the play is the trailing runner, Orsak. No error on the play. Going to second on the throw is Hext. It was a good throw. Tatum could not catch it on the half bounce. It's 5-3 Highwheelers. They have now batted around. There's the 1-0. It's off the plates. So Bess, who would have been at second on the E9, He scores on 2 hits. These runs are earned against Bogosian, all 3. 2 up. Next pitch is high, 3-0. A 5 spot here in the 6th. The next pitch catches the outside corner, 3-1. A lot has happened here in the 6th. The next one, down and in. Now it's 3-1. Bogosian set. A 3-1 to Denning. That swung on and fouled away. So the Ballers will trail by at least 2 heading to the bottom of the 6th. Will it be more than that? 5 hits in the inning for the High Wheelers. All after 2 outs, mind you. The 3-2 to Denning. Line drive, center field. Cobb cannot make the play. It's off the tip of his glove. It's an RBI single for Denning. It's a 10th batter of the inning coming to the plate. I mean, this really, really has unraveled. Another pitcher is up. That's Brody Iglite. It is 6-3, and out comes Jim Diedrich. Bogosian, after he came in, double walk, single, single, single. And not all, let's say, line drives at that. There's a long conversation being had currently between Diedrich and Tatum and Bogosian. Take a look at our Pioneer League scoreboard. In the bottom of the 9th, the Sky Sox and the Raptors are tied up at 4 apiece. In the 7th, the Chuckers have a 10-1 lead over Great Falls. Glacier up 3-1 against Billings, that game in the 9th. Grand Junction 9, Boise 7. That's at Memorial Stadium in the 5th, and the Vibes are up 7-0 on the Paddleheads in the 5th. First pitch to Banks is fouled back. It's 0-1. Banks began this inning reaching on an error. He was eliminated on double play. He faced Milliken. Now he faces Bogosian. The 0-1. Banks takes low and away. It's 6 runs in this 5th inning for Yuba, for someone. The next one is outside, the slider from Bogosian, 2-1. Next one, down and away, 3-1. I do not know if Bogosian will get another batter past Banks. 3-1. Fastball at the knees, called strike 1, or strike 2, I should say. Banks wants to challenge. It's confirmed a strike. So 3-2, and the 3 times the Ballers and High Wheelers have tried to challenge Alan Walker, it's the umpire who has gotten the correct call. So 2 gone for Yolo and 1 gone, again you got the Yolo. 2 gone for Yuba Sutter, 1 gone for Oakland, and now a 3-2 pitch on its way to Banks. Bogosian needs this. The payoff. Here it comes. Ground ball up the middle. Harris on the backhand, across his body, not in time. It's an infield single. That'll push Denning to second, Banks at first. And will Bogosian be allowed to face Randy Flores, who lined into a double play in this inning? The answer is no. Aaron Miles is coming out. He points again for the second time this inning, and we will take a break. It's a 6th spot and continuing for the High Wheelers in the 6th on 860 AM. The answer. Brody Glitze in to try to shut things down here in the 6th. Let's close 2 books. First, Milliken, 5 2/3, 2 runs, both are earned. Now, for Adam Bogosian, it's no innings pitched, 5 hits given up, a double, a single, a single, a single, and a single. That's 4 runs, all earned on his line. A walk and no strikeouts. He's not seen a performance like that from Bogo in a long time, it feels like. Just did not have it today, and so goes the game of baseball sometimes. Iglite is making appearance number 9 on the year. He started 3 games. He's 2-0 with a 4.94 ERA, 23 innings, 21 Ks to 11 walks. Batters are hitting .289 against him. He'll face Flores, the lefty, who is 0 for 2 with 2 lineouts. A pretty good moon, a waxing gibbous, if I'm not mistaken, over left center field. Flores against Iglite. Ballers need an out, and they need an out now. The first pitch, fastball right down the middle, strike 1. Oakland's defense playing behind the runners. 2 errors for Oakland in this inning. Next pitch, that's the good curveball for called strike 2. Just clipped the top of the zone. It's a quick go-to from Iglite. Brody is set. Both runners take a big lead. The high kick and the pitch, it is challenged by Dylan Tatum. It was at the bottom of the zone, maybe. Let's see. It's overturned to a strike, and Randy Flores has struck out looking, and Brody Iglite faces 1 batter and gets out of the inning. 11 men come to the plate, 6 cross it, and the Ballers now trail by 3, 6-3, as we head to the bottom of the 6th on 860 AM. And the answer. Roy Wozniak is now pitching with the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning, as Cam Buford will stand in against him. Oakland trailing 6-3. First pitch to Buford. He looks at strike one. Changeup at the bottom of the zone. So the first time Oakland or anyone today has gotten a challenge correct, it comes on strike 3 to Flores. And that gets them out of the inning. Now Cam swings and misses over a breaking ball. It's 0-2. Buford, his home run, the last hit for Oakland, that came in the 4th. 9 batters ago. The 0-2. Cam looks at a pitch just low. 6 runs, 7 hits for Yuba Sutter in the 6th. Now a 1-2, way high. The count will even at 2 apiece. Iglite, of course, who's started quite a bit this year, is a bit of a swing man, can go multiple innings. 2-2, a nice take by Buford, who takes the breaking ball down and in. We go to a full count. Wozniak from the windup, the high kick. The payoff is swung on and fouled back. Buford had to protect. That was a fastball right on the outside. So 2 fly balls in the game for Buford. One which was caught and one which left the yard. The 3-2 again. Cam dribbles one slowly down the baseline. Foul. Stops maybe some 45 feet up third base. The battle continues. You've got to answer. You give up 6, you got to at least prevent the shutdown inning by Wozniak. The 3-2 again. Cam swings, pops this up. Behind first. In is the right fielder Flores. Loses the hat, and he will not make the catch. It falls. Buford is caught out. The throw to first is not in time. He dives back safely. It's a single. All right, Flores at the very last minute, he didn't pull up. He didn't look at anyone else. The second baseman, Berkey, was way out. It just dropped next to him. He just could not get to the spot in time, but he did not attempt to dive. Oakland will take it. That is their 5th hit. And now Tatum, who was flied out and popped out in 2 at-bats. The first pitch, and Tatum, I think he almost wanted a quick pitch right there from Wozniak. It's a ball low because Tatum let go of the bat. Well, good thing it was a ball. The next one at Tatum, he swings and misses. A changeup outside. It's 1-1. Buford has speed. A lot of it. 21 steals in 25 attempts as the lefty Wozniak throws over, and back to the bag is Cam. They have not tested best behind the plate. They have not had a ton of base runners on today as it is. The 1-1 is a fastball in on the inside corner. It's 1-2. 2-1? 1-2. The next one is high and away, 2-2. Best on deck, followed by Druick. A trio of good players along with Tatum to try to get a rally going. The next one is a high drive to left field. It is not going to be deep enough. Orsak is coming in, nearing the line. He will make the catch right on the line. It would have been a fair ball. It's out number 1. And that'll bring up Tyler Best. Best a single through the left side in his first at bat. Then he grounded out very softly down the third base line. A nice play made by Denning. Best did not hit a home run last year for Oakland. Neither has he homered this year. Plenty of home runs in Martinez for him, though. Big cut and a miss to the beginning of bat. First pitch changeup. It's 0-1. I think he had 15 home runs for the Martinez Sturgeon last year and maybe 11 this year, I do believe. 2 years in the Pecos League. The 0-1. Best takes off the plate. It's 1-1. Always seems to put together a pretty good at bat. This is only his 9th career game as a baller, playoffs notwithstanding. The 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Attacked him right down the middle of the zone. It's 1-2. Buford at first with one away. Ballers trail 6-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. One-two. Best takes high. It's 2-2. Best 3 years at the University of Hawaii. 2 years at Northwest Nazarene. Never had much of the home run stroke in college. Just 3 career home runs in 5 years of collegiate baseball. And now throwing over is Wozniak. Back to the bag is Buford. That's the first throw over of this at bat. It's a 2-2 to Best. Pitch on its way. Best swings and misses. The high fastball got him. For Wozniak, that's going to be strikeout number 4. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Davis Druick. Druick had a 2-run home run in the 2nd and then took strike 3 on the outside corner in his 2nd at bat. The first pitch, Druick takes a fastball just low. 1-0. A 1-0 on its way. Druick behind third, pops this up. The shortstop, Leday, the third baseman, Denning drops it in foul territory. It's an error on the foul ball. So a dropped pop-up, E5. So that's the 2nd error for Yuba tonight. E5 dropped foul ball. So throw over, back to the bag again is Buford. If Druick were to reach, his run would be unearned. Or if he were to hit a 2-run shot on the next pitch. There goes Buford. The pitch is outside. Best's throw is a good one on a hop, and Buford is toast. Great throw by Cuba Best, and the inning is over. Caught stealing goes 2-6. And we will move on to the 7th. 6-3 Oakland, or 6-3 Yuba on 860 AM. The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM The Answer. We're going to play our final 3 innings. It's 6-3 Oakland trails after a big 6-run sixth for the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers. Oakland's 3 runs came on 2 home runs. A 2-run shot by Davis Druick, a solo shot by Cam Buford. Brody Glite is still on the hill, and he will face the top of the order in Berkey, Brusa, and Leday. We can update you on a couple of finals, or at least I can tell you one final for sure. Glacier 3, Billings 1. You can put that one in the bank. We've gone to a knockout round in Ogden, and I do not know whether the Sky Sox or the Raptors have pulled that off. I would have to pull up the Flow Sports here and see what happened. It appears that the Sky Sox have won that knockout round. So they would take game 1 of that series. First pitch to Berkey. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. It was a 3-1 final to the way of the Sky Sox. Berkey homered last inning. It was the first of the 6 runs. Glite to the plate. Fastball called, strike at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-2. Well, he's seen the fastball twice. Is it time to break out the big Brody curve? The 0-2 on its way. It is low. The changeup. Glite faced one batter in the 6th. It was Flores, who struck out looking on, I believe, 3 pitches. The 3rd was a challenge by Tatum at the bottom of the zone. So the old good morning, good afternoon, and a good night. The 1-2 on its way. Berkey takes just high. That's a tough pitch to take on 2-2. Fastball that is just about hittable for Berkey, even. Lights are on here. We're past twilight in Oakland. 2-2, curveball, fouled away. Oakland could not score in the 6th. The bullpen is going. A right-hander is loosening for the High Wheelers, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe Wozniak for a 7th. Glite set again. The 2-2 to Berkey. The pitch on its way, and that is, again, just high and outside. Almost the exact same spot, and I think what you say right now is a little bit of a hat tip to Berkey for laying off that pitch, because that is close. It's a pitcher's pitch on 2 strikes. Now the payoff. Fastball off the plate for ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the 7th. Yuba 6, Oakland 3. I'll bring up Gio Brusa. Brusa is 1 for 3 with a double. That came in the 6th inning. Glite from the stretch. His first pitch to Brusa is low. Now Brusa, we talked about before, a longtime farmhand of the San Francisco Giants, 2016 through 19. Got as much as 1 at bat in Sacramento in 2019 even. A lot of big power years. Next pitch is low, 2-0. Now Billy Horton, who also comes from the Giants organization in a previous incarnation of a coaching job, may have known Gio. It's from the Central Valley. 2-0. Change up for a strike. Bounced around the American Association the last few years. Lake Country, Kansas City, Kane County. Last year, Winnipeg. No stranger to the Indy circuit, and now as a 31-year-old, now 32-year-old, with a birthday in July, is playing ball in his home state of California. The next pitch, flared foul. It's 2-2. He is the franchise player for the High Wheelers. The Ballers do not have a franchise player. Not at all this year, or I should also say not currently. They could potentially add someone if they wanted to. Pitch to the plate. It swung on and missed. Fastball at the top of the zone, and Brusa K's. Glite's second K. One away, and that'll bring up Bobby Leday. Leday had an RBI double in the 6th. Berkey a big lead at first, and he's got a lean. Not running. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Chase the touch outside. Leday last year hit .327, 17 bombs, 83 driven in. He's on a similar pace, not all that close to 17. Is at 7 so far. There goes the runner. The pitch is very high. Tatum's throw on one hop is into center field. It's a stolen base. Bugs gets up. His throw to third is a dart, and he is out! And Billy Horton can't believe it. What a great throw by Bugs. A play that only Ricardo Rodriguez could see, so Horton's petition cannot go any farther. It's a stolen base and an 8-5 putout. 2 gone. What a great throw from Bugsy in center. It's 1-1 to Leday. Meanwhile, pitch. Slider outside. 2-1. So the inning, in a matter of seconds, took a very strange turn. A 2-1. Fastball called, strike at the bottom of the zone. Leday sort of threw his hand up there. A 2-2 count, 2 away. Bases now empty with Aglite on the mound here in the 7th. He comes set. Looking to put away Bobby Leday. The high kick and the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Chase the curveball way outside. Back-to-back strikeouts for Aglite. 3 Ks in 2 innings. It ends up being a 1-2-3 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. It's time to stretch. Ballers trail by 3 on 860 AM. The Answer. It's the bottom of the 7th. We'll see Druick, Bugs, and Tremaine Cobb against Brett Wozniak, who still leads, or I should say still has the lead, 6-3. Tyler Peterson, that's me. No Nevada Cullen today or for the week. Maybe he'll cameo when he comes back on Sunday. I'm not sure. But glad you could be with us on 860 AM The Answer. Real nice clear moon. I love the moon tonight, I have to say. Some good work out of the bullpen by Iglite. He may continue to pitch until Oakland can start to rally, but otherwise the mop-up duty will be his tonight. Druick is 1 for 2. He was batting when Buford was thrown out. He survived a dropped foul error. And the first pitch from Wozniak is off the plate for ball 1. Just one challenge left for Yuba, so they have had to be very particular with when they are going to use that. They're going to save that for the end of the game. The 1-0. Druick, a half swing. Does he go? No, says Ricardo Rodriguez. It was looked like a big swing by Druick, but he just must have held up. So do you wait till you see a strike? Wozniak from the windup. The pitch is a breaking ball off the plate. That's a close pitch. 3-0. I think now if you're Druick, you have to take a pitch. The 3-0 is a strike on the inside. Certainly close enough to be strike 1. From the windup, the 3-1 to Druick is swung on and fouled away. That time a challenge at 90. It'll go to a payoff pitch. Wozniak delivers. It's swung on, hit into center field. In is Hext. And he will put it away for out number 1. One away now for Bugs. Bugs twice has flied out to center field. And is certainly a candidate to be a rally starter. Ballers trail by 3 in the 7th. First pitch, a called strike on the outside. 0-1. Wozniak from the windup. The next one is a slider high and in. It's 1-1. Now there is someone warming up. It's a lefty in the bullpen. That may be Sam Drumheller. Next pitch is fouled back. It's a good name. That would make the Nevada Cullen all names team. Drumheller. Heller in German means bright. Is there drum? Is there something that's... I got to look that up. Maybe... We'll see. The 1-2 is low. Nice take by Bugs. One away, bases are empty. 2-2. Bugs fouls it back. Came in with 89. Well, hey, Wozniak right now not only has a quality start, but has only allowed 5 hits and 1 walk through 6 1/3 and pending 7. It's a 2-2 now to Bugs, who swings and misses. A 5th K. And Wozniak close to completing 7. Here's Tremaine Cobb. Cobb is 0 for 3. First pitch to Cobb, a big breaking ball in for strike 1. The 0-1 now to Cobb is a fastball just off the plate. Maybe about a third of a ball off the plate. It's 1-1. 1-1 now is hit off the foot of Tremaine. It's 1-2. Well, it's turning into a fairly quiet 7th inning for Oakland. They have not scored since the 4th, and they've only had 1 hit since they did so in the 4th. Now the next pitch, fastball at 91, in under the hands. It's 2-2. Wozniak ready. And the 2-2 on its way. Cobb swings and misses. Change up down and in. It's 6 Ks for Wozniak. He completes 7. He has the lead. It's 6-3 as we head to the 8th on 860 AM. The Answer. To the 8th we go. It's High Wheelers 6 and Ballers 3. I'm Tyler Peterson, and this is Ballers Baseball on 860 AM. The Answer. It's our first of 6, and, well, Oakland took 5 out of 6 in Yuba, but the High Wheelers won game 1. So I will ask the question, if the same thing were to happen, I wouldn't be too disappointed. But currently it is Yuba leading this first game of this 6-game series. I can tell you more about some not quite finals in the Pioneer League, but updates on some scores. It's Chuckers 10, Voyagers 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Idaho Falls, the next closest team record-wise after the Paddleheads and the Ballers on overall record, which is very important with Yuba because it is the next best overall record currently, who has playoff spots with Oakland and Missoula occupying those 2 top spots right now in the second half. The first pitch to Bess is swung on and missed. Jackalopes 11, Hawks 7, and that game now in the top of the 8th. And Rocky Mountain, who will also try to make a second half bid, is up 7-3 in Missoula. That's a big series for them, directly affecting their chances. The 0-1 pitch is low. Now, Oakland, if you can say they have any influence over what happens in this second half, they have a chance to potentially eliminate some clubs with how they perform against certain teams. The 1-1 on its way. Bess takes inside. No truer than against this team, Yuba, who they play 18 times in the second half. Oakland has already won 5 of the first 6. 2-1. Swung on and fouled off of Tatum. That got him pretty good. He'll take a second as Alan Walker will walker out a ball to Aglite, and we'll have a 2-2 count. Best today is 0 for 2 with a walk. He did score on the Cooper Hext 2-run single. Tatum is still taking a moment here. 2-2 the count. Set on the mound is Iglite from the stretch. And the 2-2 is swung on and fouled away. Try to come high and in. And Hext, or rather Best, that is, fought it off. Hext in the hole in the 8th inning. For the Ballers in the bottom of this inning, they'll have Allgaier, Almanza, and Harris. Breaking ball is fouled away. That was the big curve ball. At 72, it was down and in, and Best chased to stay alive. Bases are empty. The leadoff man hitting for the High Whalers here. The 2-2. Iglite throws. It's swung on and hit into the air. Into left field. Cobb is out. Best is in. Someone better call it. It's Tyler Best, who actually comes shallower than Trey Cobb ran out to put it away. We'll put that down as an F7. One away here in the 8th. That'll bring up River Orsak. I think it was Orsak's hit that really was the big one in that rally in the 6th that brought a man in. His RBI single to score Brusa. That was one where the game still was swinging Oakland's way as he fouls away the first pitch from Iglite. It's 0-1. He has 2 hits today, River Orsak. He leads this team in hitting. And now here comes the 0-1 pitch from Brody Iglite. Swung on, fouled away again. It's a quick 0-2. He's seen the hard stuff twice. Does that set up the curveball, or do you triple up? Iglite is not allowed a hit since coming in thus far. The 0-2. On its way, the curveball is in the dirt. And that is a time to throw a curveball in the dirt on 0-2. It's a big slow breaking ball at that. It's 72 miles an hour. How about a 1-2? Iglite throws. Swung on and fouled back. 4 pitches, 3 foul balls, 1 taken. There's a righty now warming for Yuba. I don't know if that's Ethan Bates. The 1-2 on its way. It's bounced past Dylan Tatum. 2-2. I still have not seen a single player in this league try and quote-unquote steal first on a wild pitch. A 2-2. Iglite comes set. Now may have to come in here to Orsak. Pitch, fastball off the plate. 3-2. Game was speeding along until the 6th, and Yuba scored 6. The 3-2, it is bounced to the plate. It's ball 4, and Iglite loses him. That'll bring up Hext. Well, that's an at-bat that may send an antenna up to the Oakland bullpen. Plate appearance if you want to split hairs. And now Hext. A man on, a man out in the 8th. Yuba up 3. Nice lead for Orsak over at first. He's all the way to the cutout. First pitch, swung on and missed. Fastball above the zone. It's 0-1. Orsak has 13 steals in 15 tries. The 0-1 Hext takes low. We've seen one successful steal today, although it led to Banks getting thrown out at third. And then on another steal attempt, there was a balk. On another steal attempt, the guy was doubled off from the left fielder. It's been a little bit wild today. The 1-1, Hext takes at the bottom of the zone, a strike. It's now 1-2. Well, if you don't run on 1-0 or 1-1, do you run on 1-2? Or I should say 0-1 or 1-1. Tatum sets up away. There goes the runner. It's swung on and missed. Tatum's throw is in time. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. And the inning is over. Aglite has his 4th K of the night. And the out goes. Caught stealing 2-6. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Ballers with work to do, trailing by 3. Allgaier, Almanza, Harris in the 8th against a righty out of Yuba's bullpen on 860 AM, The Answer. Mason Bryant out of the Yuba bullpen to face Allgaier, Almanza, and Harris in a 6-3 ball game that the High Wheelers lead here in the 8th. Bryant, the hard-throwing righty, the former Missoula paddlehead, this year is 0-1 in 24 appearances. And the one came last week when Isai Santos hit a go-ahead grand slam off of him in the 8th on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. A 4.76 ERA on the year. In 28 innings, he's struck out 35 and walked only 12. He replaces Wozniak, who I will say deserves to get a win today. 7 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. This crowd of, by the way, 2,603 are trying to will on a rally. Allgaier, the switch hitter to begin, then Almanza. Now, the question is, Harris, Buford, Tatum, and Best, 4 righties after Almanza. Will Aaron Miles go to the bench for Isai Santos, for Lou Helmick? We'll see. Bryant from the windup. Here's the first pitch. It's swung on, hit up the middle. It's Leday who grabs, Leday who throws for the first out in time to get Allgaier. May have broke the bat on 94 on the inside. Here's Almanza. Once again, Almanza, who today has drawn 2 walks, set the Ballers franchise record for RBI in a season with 73. Last week, he is tied for the franchise record in home runs with 21. The first pitch, fastball swung on and missed, 94 above the hands. A nice swing by the big first baseman, but he comes up empty. It's 0-1. 6-3. Yuba leads in the 8th. Bryant to the plate. Almanza takes 94 high. High Wheelers with 1 challenge remaining. Oakland has 2 left that they can use up to 4 times. Yuba 1, which they can use up to 4 times. Now a 1-1 on its way. It's swung on and fouled back. A pretty good slider that time from Bryant, and it clipped right on the inside corner. To disappoint Scott Gladstone, who is now listening, the broadcaster from Glacier. No Nevada on this broadcast today. 1-2 the count. Bryant from the windup. The pitch is high, 94, again above the zone. Almanza changes the approach, takes no stride with 2 strikes. It'll be a 2-2. Bryant peers in, and now he throws, and it's a slider way in. Almost touched that belt buckle of Almanza. It's a full count. He's missed high 3 times in this at-bat with a fastball. Almanza swung at 1 of them. It's a payoff. Bryant to the plate. It's the fastball grounded toward first base. Brusa stops, drops, throws it over in time for the second out. Just went off the tip of Bruce's glove, but Bryant sprinted over in plenty of time to cover the base. So here's Harris. Well, if Bryant's going to pitch like this, he might as well stay in for the 9th as well. 2 ground outs and some fairly quick work here in the 8th. That was 93 up and in. A hittable pitch, and Almanza did hit it just to the wrong spot. First pitch to Harris is 95 on the black, and that's tough to hit or really do anything with. It's a perfect pitch by Mason Bryant. The 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and Harris came out of his shoes that time. Chased high, it's 0-2. That was a good ball and a half above the zone. It's a quick 0-2. And now Danny will use his timeout. 6-3, Yuba leads in the 8th. Harris stands back in. Bryant quickly into the windup. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. 94 above the hands again. Swung on and missed. We move along to the 9th. Oakland trails 6-3 on 860 AM, The Answer. We go to the 9th. 6-3, Glite still on the mound, trying to complete 3 1/3 innings of relief without giving up a run. He'll face Denning, Banks, and Flores. We said that Scott Gladstone, the Glacier broadcaster, was checking in with us. His game is the envy of the Pioneer League because for the first time that I can remember in a very, very long time, Glacier played Billings, and the game went 1 hour and 58 minutes. A complete game by Luke Schaefer. 9 innings, 1 run allowed, 9 strikeouts. And then we saw a complete game last week by someone with the last name Beard. Was it Brendan Beard, maybe, by Missoula? Probably pitcher of the week. And Luke Schaefer might also win pitcher of the week this year. He's had a great year. Denning, then Banks and Flores, as we said. Denning 2 hits today. He's driven in a run as well. Leite's first pitch is a fastball right down the heart of the plate at 85 for strike 1. Next pitch is fouled out of play. It's a quick go-to from Aglite. Now, let me peer down into that bullpen. There is a pitcher sort of just shadow boxing on the mound right now. I don't think that they're going to bring in another pitcher after what Bryant did in the 8th. They'll probably go for a 2-inning save. The next one to Denning is hit out of play as well. Denning fighting off a couple pitches. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball foul. (6-3) here in the 9th. Ballers trail. Aglite comes set. And the pitch is swung on, hit to right center field. Fairly deep. Over is Druick in the alley, and he'll make the catch. 1 away. The next batter Aglite faces will be the 8th, or rather, the 9th that he's faced. Banks is the only member of this lineup to have not yet faced Aglite. He singled in his last at bat. It was the last hitter that Bogosian faced. The first pitch to Kirkland is taken low. These are 2 guys that faced each other last year. Both second-year Pioneer League players. A second-year baller, a second-year high wheeler. Here comes the 1-0 now from Aglite. Fastball is outside. It's 2-0. He reached on an error to begin the 6th, but was erased on a double play. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and fouled into the glove of Tatum, 2-1. Tomorrow we'll see Jonah Jenkins on the hill for the YOLO High Wheelers. He'll face off against Zach St. Pierre. The 2-1. That's fouled back. St. Pierre, with the start tomorrow, will tie the franchise record for most starts in a season with 14. A record that he and Christian Cosby set last year. St. Pierre owns the innings pitched record at 85 2/3 as well. He's at 71 this year. Here's the 2-2. Aglite to the plate. It swung on and missed. Banks chased high above the zone. Aglite has his 5th strikeout of relief. And what could be the final at-bat for Ayuba Sutter Highwheeler tonight, Randy Flores, the right fielder, who is 0 for 3. Struck out looking against Aglite on a overturned challenge by Tatum. First pitch, line drive to left center field. It's down for a base hit. It'll one-hop the wall. Picking up the ball is Bugs. His throw into second will be a touch late as Harris tried to make sure that Flores, who did not slide, held the tag. It's a double. And now Evan Berkey. 1 for 3 with that solo home run. Struck out twice, also walked. That's a pretty big insurance run out there at second. It wouldn't eliminate the save situation for Bryant, who entered in a 3-run game. But it would create the conditions where you're putting the game out of reach in what otherwise would have been a non-save situation. The first pitch swung on, fouled back to the screen on 84. It's 0-1. Buford, Tatum, and Best, 3 righties against the righty in Bryant. So I imagine you'll see Helmick and Santos somewhere in there. The next one swung on and missed at 88. The question is who do you lift? Do you leave in Buford, Tatum, or Best? One of those 3 has to stay in if you're going to go lefty-righty. It's an 0-2. Aglite is set. And the pitch on its way. There goes the runner. It's high. Tatum's throw to third is not in time. The throw was high, and Allgaier had to come quite a ways down. I think the throw beat him, but a steal for Flores. 1-2. The pitch was well high. Aglite to the plate, swung on, fouled back. That's a huge play. Because now Aglite, who has bounced a few past Tatum in recent innings, has to make sure one does not get away. The Flores hit was the 10th for Yuba in this ballgame. It's a 1-2. Tatum sets up high. The pitch is strike 3, called on the outside. And all Berkey can do is look back at Alan Walker. It's a 6th strikeout for Aglite. Ballers, 3 to tie, 4 to go home as we head to the bottom of the 9th on 860 AM, The Answer. Bottom of the 9th, Ballers trailing 6-3. Mason Bryant, who went 1-2-3 right through the heart of the order for Oakland in the 8th, will face 5, 6, and 7, Buford, Tatum, and Best. And again, there's 2 lefties on the bench available for Oakland. One who hit a grand slam against him just a few days ago. A grand slam, by the way, is a walk-off scenario here for Oakland. But they've got to get the men on first. So both Buford and Tatum are Looks like they're getting ready to swing their bats. Now, it could be the case that Aaron Miles will wait until the at-bats for Tyler Best and Darryl Buggs to bring in the lefties in a situation where men would be on base. We'll start with Cam Buford. Cam has 2 hits today. One was a Texas League single, and one was a home run. The first pitch from Bryant is a slider in the dirt for ball 1. Oakland's order is a good fastball hitting order. Bryant with a 1-0. Cam takes inside, and not close enough for Yuba to potentially blow that last challenge. It's 2-0 to Buford. Do you take a strike down 3? I think you have to. The next one, Cam, a half swing. Does he go? No, says Grant Myers. That was a really good-looking pitch that Bryant did not get the call on. It's 3-0, and now he's got to be taking all the way. Bryant to the plate. Buford looks at ball 4. A leadoff walk on 4 pitches. Oh, and we are going to see Dylan Tatum. And now Isai Santos has come out on deck. So 4 straight balls to begin this inning. If you're Tatum, do you wait till you see a strike? You're down 3, you need base runners. Nothing really matters until 2 men are on. The first pitch, Tatum looks at a ball in the dirt. It's ball 5. And now out comes Best to have a word. Again, remember, Yuba 1 challenge remaining. Oakland with 2 challenges remaining. What is the case usage for that final challenge for Yuba in this 9th inning? Fans trying to chant on ball 6. Bryant from the stretch from the first time. The pitch is high and in, and Tatum dramatically throws up the hands. 94 up and in. It is ball 6. Bryant comes set. The next one is just inside. 3-0, and right now, shades of Cam Cowan. Will there be a ball 8? Setting up in is the catcher. Bryant throws, and there is a strike. What does Tatum do now? Is the bat activated? The 3-1 to Dylan Tatum. He will take strike 2 on the inside. Perfect pitch at 93. Ballers trail by 3 here in the 9th. The payoff to Tatum. On its way, Dylan takes high. It's ball 4. Back-to-back walks after Bryant went 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. Here comes Isai Santos. Santos will pinch hit for Best. It was Bryant that Santos hit his grand slam off of a few nights ago. It gave the Ballers a lead that they did not give up after that. It was Santos' 2nd home run of the night. Here comes Jerome Williams to have a chat. It was a Friday night slam for Santos. And then, of course, the next day, Nick Leahy with 2. home runs as well. So back-to-back days with a multi-home run game. Two on to begin the ninth. And now here is Isai Santos. The potential tying run. The first pitch on its way. Santos looks at ball one. All three at-bats have started with those same two words, ball one. But now with Santos being the potential tying run, I don't think he waits until he sees a strike. He will try to strike himself. The 1-0 he looks at. Strike one, 94 at the bottom of the zone. 1-1 the count. Bryant is not allowed a hit to the first five batters. Here he has walked two straight in the ninth, though. 6-3, Yuba leads. No outs yet. The 1-1, Santos looks at a pitch in the dirt. It was 95, it's 2-1. The runners are not being held on. Does Aaron Miles at third do anything with that information? Buford at second, Tatum at first. Bryant, a check of seconds. The kick and the pitch. Santos swings, line drive, center field. It's down for a base hit. Station to station goes Oakland, and the bases are loaded for Davis Druick. And I'll tell you this, Druick is not a man who will get cheated up there. They do have their first hits against Mason Bryant. Druick has already homered in this game. No outs, Ballers down by 3. I don't really think he's the kind of guy that's going to wait for strike one. Bryant will work from the windup. And the first pitch is past everyone, but no one can go anywhere because it goes right back to Cuba Bess. It's ball one. And Bess wants a talk with Bryant again. There's a righty on the mound in the Yuba bullpen trying to warm up. The rally is here. The opportunity has arisen. Can the Ballers take advantage of it? They are down 3. Bases loaded, no outs in the ninth. What more could you ask for? From the windup, Bryant waits, and now Druick wants time, and he will be granted time. The clock was down to 6, and Bryant wasn't really ready yet. Now, Alan Walker calls time again. The 1-0. Druick looks at strike one, up and in. It's 1-1 to Davis Druick. That was the slider. Setting up low is Bess. Here's the pitch. Druick swings and misses. That was the slider at 85. And he took a grand slam hack. It's 1-2. The next one is a half swing. Does he go? No appeal. 90 below the zone. A changeup from Bryant. He has not busted that out, and that is a tough take. We're even at 2. He's staying away from the fastball. Maybe it sets up one here. Bryant to the plate. Druick looks at strike 3 called. Slider right down the middle, was not looking for that. And that is a huge out number 1, the second strikeout for Druick. Or for Bryant, excuse me. Now, Lou Helmick. Helmick will pinch hit for Bugs. And I think Helmick is also in that same school of he will try to win this game. On deck is the top of the order, Cobb. Helmick, he homered in that series up in Marysville. 327, 5 home runs, 46 driven in. What can he do? Bases loaded, 1 out. The first pitch is, whoa, way high and away, and somehow Best gets a piece of it, catches it on the fly. Almost the exact same result, 2 batters in a row. It's ball 1. One pitch could end it for either team. The next pitch is high and away, 2-0. What kind of a leash, if any, does Bryant have in the 9th? A ground ball double play gives Yuba the win. A grand slam gives Oakland a win. It's a 2-0. Bryant from the windup. Here's the pitch. Helmick looks at ball 3 high. And now Bryant is a pitch away from walking in a run. Bryant is set. A 3-0. The pitch is 93 right down the gut for ball 1. Or for strike 1, excuse me. 3-1 to Helmick. Bryant ready again. The pitch is low for ball 4. It's a run for Oakland. It's the 3rd walk of the inning. It's 6-4. To 3rd goes Tatum. Santos to 2nd. Helmick to 1st. And here is Trey Cobb. Now, Aaron Miles is trying to say that Lou Helmick is his replacement player. So Bugs will come back in. This is it. Here comes Billy Horton. Jacket and gloves adorned. He will make the switch. Bryant is done. A new pitcher will come in to try to lock down a save for the High Wheelers. 6-4 Oakland. They trail in the bottom of the 9th. They're loaded with 1 out for Cobb when we come back on 860 AM The Answer. (6-4). Oakland has rallied in the 9th, somewhat for free. They have just had 1 hit, which was the Santos single, 3 walks, including an RBI walk by Lou Helmick. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ballers trail by 2. Ethan Bates, the closer for the High Wheelers, who on the year has 4 saves. He is going to look for number 5 tonight. Bryant goes an inning and a third, allows a hit, a run, which was earned, 3 walks and 2 Ks. Tatum is his at third. Santos is his at second, and Helmick at first. Or now it's Daryl Buggs, also his. Here is Cobb. Bates ready. The first pitch. Cobb takes outside for ball 1. The patience of Oakland has paid off here in the 9th. It's 1-0. Cobb is 0 for 4 today. All 3 runners lead. The pitch is down and in, 2-0. The High Wheelers having trouble in this 9th inning with command. Bates, just out of the bullpen, has now thrown 2 balls not close to the zone. When does Cobb activate that bat? The 2-0 on its way. It is a called strike at the top of the zone, 2-1. As Bates is set. The pitch on its way. Cobb looks at ball 3. All the pressure is on Bates. Cobb can be picky if he wants. The 3-1 is strike 2. Now, if this next pitch on 3-2 is taken and is close, one of these 2 teams will use a challenge. Full count payoff to Tremaine Cobb. Here we go. Bates kicks and fires. It swung on and just tapped foul. Boy, maybe a late decision by Cobb to swing. He really lunged for that at the bottom of the zone. It would have been strike 3. Tatum at third. Santos at second. Buggs, who can score on a double, at first. The 3-2 is low for ball 4. Challenged by the High Wheelers. They've got to try. They have to try. It's confirmed a ball, and it's the 2nd straight run walked in by the High Wheelers. Santos to third. Helmick, or rather Buggs, to second. And now Cobb to first. We will see Jake Allgaier. Oakland trails by 1 in the 9th. (6-5). First pitch from Bates. Allgaier takes down and in the dirt, 1-0. This is unbelievable. Walk, walk, single strikeout, walk, walk in this inning. And again, ball 1. The next one, swung on, a high, deep drive to right. It's down the line, and it is foul. Boy, did Allgaier get under that. Everybody goes back. He has Frontier League home runs. Or rather, excuse me, American Association home runs. He does not yet have a Pioneer League home run. That's a guy who is not waiting around for 89 down the middle. The 1-1. Here it comes. Allgaier, line drive to right. It is down for a base hit. 1 run scores. They're sending Buggs. The throw home is not in time. Jake Allgaier walks off the High Wheelers. A 4-run 9th for Oakland. And his Oakland moment has arrived. It's Oakland's third walk-off of the year. Jake Allgaier is getting a Gatorade bath in deep left center field. And we talked about the impact that he is still fired up out there. I'm going to see whether or not we can even do an interview from that far out. What a ninth inning. A ninth inning that quite literally was given up by the High Wheelers. Oakland, with only 2 hits, scored 4 times. Where even is Jake Allgaier? We're going to see if we can even get a interview done with the hero of the game. Where are we? I'm waiting to stand by. I don't think. I'm trying to find Casey Pratt down on the field. I think somebody needs to radio down to Casey to get Jake Allgaier. Oh, I see. Were we bringing him over? Are we waiting for him? All right, Jake Allgaier has just, he is a little bit wet, but we are ready to do this interview. All right. Stand by as we head down to the field. It's the hero of the night, Jake Allgaier, and it looks like Angelina is going to have this interview as we stand by, and now we are ready to go with Jake Allgaier.
Jake Allgaier, an incredible comeback. You hit that walk-off single. Take us through that 9th inning. What was the mindset in the dugout?
Just get the next guy up. I mean, we all know we can put together good at-bats and put together big innings. We've done it in the past, so it was just get the next guy up, and then hopefully we can see what goes from there.
And you showed up when it mattered most. What was going through your head at the at-bat?
You just see it well, honestly. You see it up, and then just get a pitcher who can drive. Don't try to do too much. That's it.
I love it. What does this win say about the Oakland Ballers, the grand fight in this team?
We're never out of it. I mean, it could be 3 runs, 5 runs, 10 runs. I got the Ballers, baby. Come on.
Let's go. Congratulations again on the W.
Thank you.
Thanks, Angelina. We'll take a break, and we'll come back. The Ballers postgame show right after this on 860 AM The Answer. Just one, please. Did you hear that? Just ever so slightly, my voice thought about cracking, and I hung in there at the end of that call. What a ninth inning. 7-6, Oakland over Yuba, a 4-run ninth. Let's start with our totals. 6 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for the Yuba Sutter High Wheelers. 7 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors for the Oakland Ballers. Brody Aglite gets his 3rd win of the year in relief. It's the kind of win Aglite got a lot last year, coming into a ball game, saving the bullpen, and setting up the Ballers for success. He goes 3 1/3 scoreless innings to allow Oakland the chance for the comeback. Bryant takes his 2nd loss in just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 games. His 2nd loss in 5 games. His only 2 losses this year have both come to Oakland. Time of the game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Just snuck in there under 3. Attendance, 2,603. Well, you want to talk about a roller coaster. Noah Milliken cruising along in this one. The Ballers had 2 home runs. It was 3-0. Milliken, who we're almost used to pitching into the 8th, only got through 5 2/3. He was pulled after a home run to Evan Berkey, a double to Gio Brusa. Adam Bogosian came in, and Adam Bogosian did not have a great night. Double walk, single. He gets pulled, 4-run score. The High Wheelers now have a 6-3 lead. Then Aglite comes in, and he did what he did best. 3 1/3 innings, 6 Ks, 2 walks, and just 1 hit. The double to Flores in the 9th. For Oakland in that 9th, it was the right call, I have to say, to leave Bryant in. For as quickly as he dispatched Oakland in the 8th, going ground out, strikeout with command of 94 and 95, it was the exact opposite for what happened in the 9th. It began with a walk to Buford. It followed up with a walk to Tatum. And then Isai Santos, in a pinch hit situation, singled up the middle sharply on a line drive. Bases were loaded. Then Davis Druick struck out looking. Then Bugs, who was pinch hit for Helmick walked. And at that point, Bryant was pulled. Bugs came back in to run for Helmick because he was the designated pinch hitter. And then when Bates came in, he walks Cobb. It was really just not a great 9th inning by any High Wheelers reliever. And do you know what? It is not the same as last year. At least the feeling is so far for me. This is not the Buckner, Langrell, and I'm trying to think of the 3rd player now who I can't think of, but Buckner and Langrell certainly were 2 of the better relievers. They had Englund in the back of that bullpen, who was just recently released. Bates came into the bullpen late in that year, but really Buckner and Langrell are the 2 guys I think of in my head the most when I think of this High Wheeler bullpen, the guys that got them and won them a championship. It was those 2. Jack Zalaski, the other, thank you, who is actually still injured on this team. He is not, as I said, he is not active. But those 3 guys, that was 7, 8, 9 the whole year. It was like the 3 Cs for Oakland and Richardson, Lambert, and Sullivan this year. They were really the 3 in a row that made. That stirred the stew. What's the old word? Idiom. I can't think of it. It's not the same right now. Now, Bryant has had a wonderful year. Let's not take that away from him. He was a guy that was taken in the draft in August but could not be a 26th man. He had to make this team as a 25th or 24th, so on. He had to make the regular roster because he had time in the Pioneer League before. He's had a great year, and it's been a rough 5 days for him. He's taken 2 losses. Jake Allgaier. We said he's been hitting. We said he's been doing really well, but what was the big signature hit? He had a couple doubles. He's brought in a few guys. He's played some great defense. I think before tonight, the signature play from Allgaier was the throw across the diamond in Yuba, where he was practically in foul territory when he made that throw. This is the hit. This is the one he's been waiting for. And with Nick Leahy on the IL until Thursday, they're going to turn to Allgaier quite a bit in this series, and he delivered for sure. We'll take one more look around the Pioneer League. We need to update you on a couple other finals. Idaho Falls finished the deal out in Great Falls, same score, 13-3. The Jackalopes scored a few more before getting their win over the Hawks, 14-7. And look out, Missoula. They have taken the lead in the bottom of the 8th, 3 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th. They were down 7-0. They are up 8-7, trying to finish off the Rocky Mountain Vibes in Game 1 of that series at home. Well, as for me, I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'd like to thank our Virch operator, Michelle. If you're still with us, give us a little shake of the mouse there, Michelle, if you can hear me. If you're still with us, I do appreciate you working, as well as Vince back in our 860 AM The Answer studios, and Ben as well, who's operating our YouTube stream. Tomorrow's game will be a 6:30 pack time start. We hope to see you there. If you cannot be there, then tune in on the web somehow, or get out the transistor radio and throw up that rabbit ear and catch us that way. Once again, the final score, Ballers with the win, 7-6. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.